Hi, how are you? Happy Friday. I am here to do another hair tutorial. We are going to redo my highlights. We're going to do more of a caramel color for fall. So let me tell you what I'm going to be using. I am going to highlight my hair with bleach. So we're going to be using the Salon Care Blue Flash Bleach with 20 volume. I am going to add my Rejuveniqe oil. And I also did an oil treatment last night. I always like to oil treat my hair and scalp the night before a color service. It's just going to really help protect my hair, and also as I'm coloring, this is going to be able to come in to my hair shaft as the bleach is lifting, because of the molecular structure of this oil. It's so small, the molecules are so small that it does penetrate the hair as you're coloring. So it's going to help protect and also just add back that moisture that you're really pulling out of the hair as you lighten. I just lift my hair with 10 volume. I am using 20 because adding this to the bleach solution will slow down the process. Anytime you add any type of oil or Olaplex or any other protectant to your solution, always go up a volume on your peroxide, because it's going to slow it down. Or just be patient and do the low and slow. But today I am going to just go up to 20 volume. I am not going to foil. I am going to use my balayage board and just go in. We're not doing a ton. I'm still pretty blonde. We're just going to go in and redo the money piece in the front, and then just some roots up here because I've got quite the regrowth. So we're going to do that process, and then I'm going to, instead of toning, during the beginning of the summer when I did the money piece the first time, I did tone. So I went in with a toner, which also had a lift to it and lifted, and really gave me a really bright, beautiful blonde. Now that it's getting fall, I don't want to lift anymore, and so I'm not going to tone. I'm going to glaze. The difference is I'm going to be using this Color Charm Demi Permanent color to glaze and tone my hair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 6N on the roots, and then I'm going to do an 8N everywhere else, and that's just going to kind of give me a caramel kind of blonde. It's going to tone that bleach and give it a good, nice caramel tone for the fall. And then with that, I just always use the Color Charm developer. You guys, this Demi Permanent color is the best thing ever. I love doing this on my hair because it smooths it, it makes it nice and shiny. It's only a Demi Permanent, so it does penetrate a little bit, but it mostly does, like what it says, the glaze. It's going to glaze my hair. It makes it so soft and shiny. It also helps when I do my hair curly with my natural curl to help with the frizz. So if you have natural curl, this is a fabulous way to prevent frizz, is to get a glaze with the Color Charm Demi Permanent every month or so. So let's get started with the balayage money piece portion of what I'm doing today. Okay, I have that all mixed up. I don't need a ton because I'm not doing a ton. So I'm just going to kind of section my hair off. I'm going to start in the back because for me that is the hardest part to do, is the back. So I'm going to get it on there, and really all I am doing is the top half of my hair. I'm not going to do anything underneath. Naturally, that's kind of how the sun naturally bleaches your hair, is the underneath doesn't get hit. So I rarely do anything from the temple of my head down. I am just going to do the temple up. So that's going to be my middle section. And then I'll go in and do the front little money piece. So I'm going to take that and I'm just going to do thin little section, kind of like that. And then I'm going to get the rest out of the way. And then I'm going to take my rat tail comb and just weave a little bit out as best you can. Again, the back of the hair, but we are going to tease the hair, so the weaving isn't really crucial. And I'm actually gonna get this out of the way so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's going to be my section. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. And hopefully you can see really what I'm going to hit with bleach is from here down, because this is already blonde. Just get that out of the way. Put my balayage comb in, or board, whatever you want to call it. Maybe. There we go. And then again, I'm just going to hit probably to about here down, saturating it well. Okay, and then you just kind of run that comb out and it kind of blends it down in. Okay, and I'm just going to continue that through this back section. Okay, so I'm done with the back sections. We're going to do the front kind of money piece, and then if I need to do any on the side. So for the money piece, I go like a mohawk section just straight down the middle. And it is literally just three little sections that we're gonna do. So the first section is a teeny tiny slice, like so tiny that you can see through it right there. Okay, and then I'm not gonna do anything, no back combing or anything to that. We are just literally going to color it. So I'm going to stick my comb in and just literally do that. That's going to give me a good bright money piece. And I'm just going to kind of move that out of the way. I'm not putting any type of saran wrap or anything in between here. Again, I'm not lifting a ton, and my hair lifts, even though it's dark, it lifts really easily. So I really don't have to do much to get it to lift. All right, the second section is going to be a weave with the back combing, like we did in the back. Back comb it, and then put the bleach on, just on the regrowth again. Okay, and then that last section, so I'm going to get that in between out, and then we are gonna do kind of another big slice weave, and then I am going to do like a triangle with the bleach. So I'm gonna kind of direct the bleach just in a triangle, and that kind of gives me that balayage blend in. I'm gonna grab one more piece. couple more pieces over here. So I'm going to go up on the sides, but lower in the middle. That will give me that good blend in the front. And then I don't think I even need any more on the sides. I think we're going to go with that. I'm going to let that process for maybe half an hour, wash it out, and then we'll come back and do the glaze. Okay, I got that all washed out. It looks really good. Again, I was not going for bright white because I'm just going to put that 8N on. And I changed my mind and I decided I'm just going to do the 8N all over. The way that I did it will leave me still a good root and a really natural grow out. So I don't think I need to do any kind of a root smudge. So I'm just going to put this 8N all over. Even though it's an 8, there is no lift in this Demi Permanent. So it will not lift my roots up to 8. It is only going to deposit color where I've bleached it. So this formulation, you're going to do I'm going to do 2 ounces of developer to 1 ounce of color. So it's a 2 to 1. I am going to put it on wet, clean hair. Okay, that is super important. Always do it on wet, clean hair. If you are only doing a Demi Permanent color, wash your hair first. And then when you rinse this out, we are not going to use shampoo. You're going to get maybe 20 washes out of this, just kind of depending, before the color washes out. And if you use shampoo on that first wash, you're getting rid of one of those washes. So always clean wet hair. And then I'm going to sit under the dryer. That will just kind of seal the color in. I have just a hood dryer, but you could also put a disposable shower cap or a regular shower cap, and then you could just wash it off. I buy these disposable ones from Sally's. They're great. And then I can just throw it away. Don't have to worry about rinsing the color off. But you could always use, I have, these ones that I just throw on in the shower when I'm not washing my hair so that my hair doesn't frizz out. You could use one of those and then just wash it out. So I'm going to do this in a bottle. That's the quickest solution, quickest way to get it on. And you don't have to be real precise on this. We're going to comb it through. I am doing it in the bathroom because this is a little bit more messier than what we did before. I can control that, where this I always do in the bathroom because I don't want to get it on my carpet, or I do it on my bed in there. So I'm just going to take this nozzle. It has a really nice long nozzle. I part my hair with it and squeeze and get the color on these partings. Now, you probably should wear gloves. I'm not wearing gloves today. Again, there's no peroxide in this, and so it won't burn your hands, but it's messy and it may not come off, but that's the life of a hairstylist. So again, I'm just kind of parting my hair with the nozzle and squeezing as I draw it down that parting. And then I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and I'm gonna just comb that color and make sure that it gets everywhere. You guys are not going to believe the shine and the softness that this brings. It is the best ever. In the summer I like to tone because I do like a brighter white, but there's nothing like the shine of a glaze Demi Permanent. Okay, so I think I've got that. I'm just gonna make sure that it's in the mid shaft to root evenly. You can kind of squish it. Again, because your hair is wet, it's really easy to get in there fast. I'm gonna lean over the sink. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this up in my shower cap, processing cap. I'm gonna sit under my hood dryer. Like I was saying, if you don't have a hood dryer, put your shower cap on, then put just a plastic grocery sack, like the sack you get at Walmart with your groceries. On top of that, you can tie it under your chin. I always tell my children, though, don't put a bag on your head. Don't do what Mama does. And then you stick the nozzle of your blow dryer in the bag, and voila, you've got your own at-home hood dryer. So I'm gonna sit under the dryer for probably 20 minutes, high heat, as high as I can handle, and then we'll come back, we'll rinse it out, no shampoo. I did use my thickening shampoo, my Monat thickening shampoo, when I just washed it now. And then I did a mask that I left on for 10 minutes. I just wanted to put some more moisture back in there after bleaching my hair. So this is the Super Moisture Mask with Rejuveniqe. It's wonderful. So I did that for 10 minutes. Okay, then I'm gonna go rinse this after I set under the dryer for 20 minutes. Then I'll probably let it cool down for 5 minutes, and then I'll rinse it, no shampoo, and then I'll just throw in my conditioner. This is the Intense Repair Clinical Thickening Conditioner, and we'll be back. I'll probably dry it and everything, so I'll show you the end result. Okay, here's the finished product. I went ahead and blew it out, dried it, and then just with my 1-inch Hot Tools curling iron, which I love, and I've had this since the 90s. Seriously, it's the best thing ever. Never dies. Just put some curls in the front. You guys, I love this. It's going to be so low maintenance for me. You can see there's no line. It's going to grow out. I'm not going to have to do anything with it for months. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, make sure you like the video. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I have a passion for learning how to do these things for yourself. There was a time in my life when I could not afford to go get my nails done. I couldn't afford a haircut. And yes, I've gone to beauty school, so I knew kind of the foundations, but doing it on yourself is a little bit different. But I'm passionate about that. You know, if you don't have the money, don't have the time, or right now I live in a very rural area, and so, you know, there's not a lot of options here. So I am just very passionate about learning and knowing those things, so that you can do them yourself or provide those services for your family. So I hope you enjoy these tutorials. If nobody's told you yet today, you are beautiful, you are capable, you are enough, and I love you. Thank you. Bye.